Hey guys, what's cracking? It is Krakenation, and I am coming at you guys today to talk about a really exciting announcement. We are going to be doing something really big on this channel, rolling out a really big opportunity, you guys. So I'm going to ask you a few questions just to get started. Do you enjoy competitive Pokemon? You're already here, so I'm guessing I know the answer, but that's something I want you to think about. Do you want to take the next step in your Pokemon journey? Are you looking to grow and get better and looking to improve yourself as a Pokemon player? Are you looking to compete in stakes at a high level, in high-level battles? If that's something that sounds like you, definitely stay tuned. Are you interested in Pokemon Draft League play? And if that doesn't get your competitive juices flowing as to where this video might be headed, then maybe this isn't for you. But with any of these questions that you answered yes to, then stick around because I've got a really big announcement for you. So we are introducing an opportunity for competitive Pokemon battlers from around the globe to have the opportunity to take part in a huge Pokemon journey. Along the way, players will get to hone their battle skills, meet new people, hopefully gain a network, a community, a fan base even, and have a lot of fun doing it. So we're going to be introducing to you guys today the Kraken Cup. So that's going to be this is a competitive draft league introduced on my channel. We're going to be centering it around this channel, but you guys as competitive players will be able to use it a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the Kraken Cup is all about. So the Kraken Cup is a competitive Pokemon draft league. For people who aren't familiar with Pokemon draft leagues, we'll be talking about what that means in a little bit. But for those of you who are, this is a draft league that's going to be centered around our channel. People who are going to be battling from across different channels across YouTube is the goal. They'll be able to come here, apply, get involved, and then there'll be a lot of analysis videos, power rankings and such. We'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But there's going to be a lot of stuff going on this channel as the center of the league, but then you can go ahead and check out content. Hopefully the goal is on other people's channels for their specific teams as well. It's going to be centered around specifically Generation 8. There's a lot of questions in the draft league community in general about what we're going to do with Generation 7 versus Generation 8, all the Pokemon that got now kind of axed, all the Pokemon that changed their move pools, how we're going to combine those. So to keep that simple and to keep the Generation 8 hype train going, we're going to center specifically around Generation 8 and the Galar region. So basically, if the Pokemon is possible in the game, you're going to be able to run it in this draft league. Players will coach a team of 10 to 12 Pokemon that they will draft themselves, prepare a team every week to battle against their opponent who will do the same. This is the basic concept behind counter teaming. So basically your opponent's got 12 Pokemon, or 10 to 12, you've got 10 to 12, and you guys are going to take your 10 to 12 and try to prepare a team of 6 Pokemon to battle your opponent as best as you can, any combination they might bring. And so that's a really fun way to get your competitive juices flowing, really think about team building. It's a lot of fun, something I really highly have enjoyed in the past, and so I want to bring that to you guys. Draft day live stream with commentary and judges. We're gonna bring in some a group of vetted professionals to do commentary as well as hopefully have some of you guys that are going to be coaches in the league on our live stream that's going on this channel, and that's going to be a chance for you guys to get to know your community, get to know my community, hopefully grow all of our Pokemon competitive communities as a whole, all get better together, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Those of you draft day live streams will be able to go through, analyze people's picks, poll people who are watching the live stream, ask them what they're thinking. Who do you guys think is the best draft right now? All this fun stuff. It'll be a hype few hours where we all get together and do this live stream right on stream, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Weekly power rankings, highlights, and analysis will be brought to you on this channel itself by our league commissioner, Entei. Entei, if you guys don't know, that's also Daniel is his name. He's the one actually doing all of our Pokemon Shield playthroughs. He's been doing absolutely a terrific job with those. Those videos are so baller. I absolutely love them. He's knocking it out of the park. If you haven't checked those out, he's doing a post-com analysis, post-com kind of replay of his own run through, and it's been terrific. It's such an interesting take on what is kind of a tired way of doing these playthroughs of these games, which is just to do everything live, but he basically condenses it and it makes it a lot more enjoyable to watch because he condenses it to all the relevant information. He is allowed to react and he's just a hilarious guy who does a lot of great edits. Make sure to go check him out. But that also all goes into him as a league commissioner, where he'll be doing our weekly power ranking. So every week, based on the results of the previous week, he'll be doing an analysis of who is the top team and down the line. Highlights of what were some great games, maybe some great moments and some great games that week. Hopefully, analysis on how those games went. And we also running our draft day live stream because I am hoping to be a coach in this myself also. I probably will be a coach. I'm not positive about that yet, but I'm guessing I will also be one of the coaches. So naturally, I can't be the one running the whole league if I'm also coaching, because that would be both unfair and a lot to ask of me. So he's going to be the one running our league to maintain an objective final party, and therefore I will be able to compete with you guys, myself, and you get a chance to battle against me in competitive Pokemon, which I think is going to be absolutely sick. This Pokemon League we'll be doing in the singles format with Generation 8 rules, like we talked about. It's going to be similar to Smogon OU, so a couple of things that we're going to talk about are going to be and those rules will be kind of released as we get closer to the actual battles in the draft. So those rules are going to be similar to Smogon OU in that sleep clause will be a thing, evasion clauses will be a thing, species clause obviously will be a thing. It's a draft league, so you can't have more than one of one Pokemon in a game anyways. And all these things will apply. We'll talk about more of this as we get closer to the actual date of the live stream. Finally, the top teams will move on to the playoffs to compete for the Kraken Cup Championship and win the whole thing. Enter the Kraken Cup Hall of Fame. We'll be keeping track of that on my channel as well as on my Discord and all that stuff. All this information will also be available in the Discord, so make sure you go and check that out. So let's talk about the timeline for what's going to be going on with the Kraken Cup. The application period is open right now, so if you guys go ahead and look at the description box below, you can go ahead and fill out an application link. More on that later. Application deadline will be December 1st, 2019 at midnight, notably at midnight. So if you have, basically that gives you around a week and a half from the time this video is released to fill out an application. Hopefully we can get this out to as many people as possible. Go ahead and share this also if you want to with your favorite Pokemon YouTubers. Try to get them involved. The more people we can have involved, the better. We're trying to make this a competitive Pokemon League for YouTubers, so if you have a favorite YouTuber besides myself, obviously, that you enjoy watching, go ahead and let them know that you want them to be involved in the Kraken Cup. Would be absolutely terrific. Final number of coaches will be based on the number of highly qualified applicants. So we're not going to set a limit for like 10 or 12 or 14 or 8 or 16 whatever coaches, because we want just the highest, most highly qualified group of applicants that we can possibly have as our coaching team. So if we only end up with 8 guys that we really feel great about, 8 guys that we feel like fit our criteria and everything we're looking for really well, then we'll have a league of only 8 teams. But if that number were to be 12, okay, we'll do 12. So I don't want to put a limit or a set cap on how many people we're going to be accepting. It's going to be based strictly on the number of people that we feel like will really contribute and really bring a lot of richness to our league. Final roster of coaches will be released on December 3rd, so that'll give us 2 days. It'll be released probably on the evening of December 3rd, and that'll give us 2 days to analyze all of the applications, take a look at who we want and we think will be the best fit for our league. Draft day will take place tentatively on December 7th. The time of day it will take place is still up in the air, based on basically the availability of our coaches that we decide on who can do what. We're going to release the live stream details at a later date. The number of weeks will also be determined based on the number of coaches. If we have a lot of coaches, we'll probably make the season a little longer so more people get chances to play each other before the playoffs occur. Playoffs will occur at the end of the season based on the final standings. So if you win more games, if you're in the presumably in the top half of competitors, then you will get to go on and move on to the playoffs. So qualifications for applying for the Kraken Cup, things we're looking for. Anyone can compete in the Kraken Cup, but based on various parts of your application, more weight may be placed on certain aspects. We're going to go into those right here. We just want you guys to know if you are anybody watching this channel and you want to get interested in better Pokemon, you can go ahead and apply. Now that means there's probably going to be a lot of people that are interested, so really pay attention to this next part and take a look at yourself, self-reflect, and feel like, would I be a good applicant? That's not telling you to discourage you. I would love to see a lot of application and a lot of support for this league, but I want people to really be aware that we are looking for certain things in our applicants. First up, we're going to take a look at these, and this is going to be in order. So when we're looking at our applications, these are the way we're going to prioritize what we're looking at. First up, the most important thing to us is a commitment to being active, involvement in the community, and a good attitude. We want guys that are positive, going to bring a lot of life and vibrancy and just fun to our league. If you're a bad influence, obviously this is the most important thing. We're looking for good attitude, people that are very active, not people who are randomly going to ghost and forfeit weeks, all that stuff. People that are going to stay involved in the community. Next up, the most important thing to us is a YouTube channel with regularly uploaded Pokemon content. Now I realize this is probably going to rule out a lot of people. If you're a person who maybe is really into this, but you don't have a YouTube channel, I would encourage you to try making one perhaps, talking about that in your application. If you still don't really want to make a YouTube channel, that's totally fine. I get it. You can still apply. I just want you guys to be aware that we are really looking and really stressing that we want YouTubers who can try to grow our community, because through YouTube, the goal is that we can grow this league, make it bigger and bigger, get a lot of fan bases for the various teams, get support, get everyone captured in this like big web of like competitive Pokemon League play. Quality answers to the open responses in the applications are also obviously very important to us. If you take the time to leave really good responses, genuine answers, that's going to mean a lot to us. Experience in competitive Pokemon is very important to us, but clearly on this list, it's not the most important thing. We're going to be looking at these other factors first. Experience in competitive Pokemon is really nice. It means you're a more experienced competitive player. You've got more skill, more ability, more talent. just more practice. All that stuff really matters in Pokemon. But again, that's not the end of the world if you don't have that. What matters more to us is that you've got a good attitude, you're an uploader on YouTube, and you are clearly interested in the league by leaving quality application answers. Finally, experiencing competitive draft league play is the bottom of our list. If two people were really similar in every other category and one person had more experience in draft leagues, we might lean towards the person who has more experience in draft leagues, because that person will lend themselves to a little bit better competitive matches. Now realize that's on the very bottom of the list because that's really only going to be the final deciding factor. If you don't have any competitive draft league experience, that will never be the reason you don't get into this league. We really don't want that to be a really stress point. I think a lot of people don't have experience in draft league play, especially people watching this channel, so we don't want to make that a really big priority. How to apply for the Kraken Cup. Like I said earlier, the application can be found right now below in the description box. Take time to leave quality responses. It will help us get to know you and get to know what we're looking at when we're trying to evaluate you, because obviously we can't get to know you that well. There's going to be hopefully a lot of applicants. We can't take the time to really get to know every single applicant. So we want you to be honest with us. We're going to fact check everything you say that seems like outrageous. So if you're saying like, oh man, I'm the best Pokemon player in the world and I've done this and this and this, and you don't provide any evidence, or we don't like have any verifiable sources credible sources that can make you more credible, we're going to take that with a grain of salt, guys, because we don't want people that are just BSing their way through these applications. But if you do leave a quality application, it'll really appreciate it. It'll really help us get to know you and get to know the kind of person hopefully we're accepting into our league. Don't bombard us with questions about whether or not you got it. We won't appreciate that. It's really going to probably hurt your chances if you're constantly asking, hey, how many applications do you have? Am I going to get in? Am I going to get in? Am I going to get in? That's really annoying to us, obviously. It really won't help us out in the process. It just makes more work for us and probably won't make us look favorably upon your application. Finally, don't be discouraged if you don't get in this time around. There's hopefully going to be a lot of people who apply to the Kraken Cup. Don't make that a reason to discourage you if you aren't somebody who's getting in. More applications will definitely open up in future seasons. Hopefully we can continue to grow this league, maybe bring bigger and bigger names into this league, and down the line, more spots will hopefully open up, and that means more spots for applications. So if you don't get in this time, do not be discouraged. Definitely don't let that bum you out. I hope you will continue to support the league. You'll be able to watch the games, get excited about it, and then hopefully down the line we'll be able to make a spot for you in the future. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go leave an application this time in the description box below. Join our Discord if you have any questions about the Kraken Cup. I'll be sure to answer any questions you have about it right in that chat. I'm really excited about this, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. The goal is to just bring a really large YouTube community to Draft League play. Hopefully bringing together competitive players from across the world is the goal. I'm really excited about this. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Krakenation out.